Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all good. My name is Chidimeza Mama, and I bring you good tidings. I have a very short message I want to share, and the message is just about we Biafrans. I noticed that so many of us have been circulating this news that we don't talk about Biafra on our platforms, on our social media handles, on Twitter, on WhatsApp status, on YouTube, and what have you. So by so doing, we are not bona fide members of IPOB. The only way you can really identify yourself or to prove that you're really, you're really into the struggle is by, writing it up on your status, writing it up on your Facebook space and all that. All of that is good. They are all perfect. But I want to tell us that we all have different capacities. We all operate in different abilities. We have our different abilities. We are blessed uniquely with different gifts. It's not everybody that is very good at talking on social media. There are people who don't know how to write. There are people who don't know how to really express themselves by talking. So many others like that. And everyone is not on social media. So I believe that if we have our different styles or methodology of spreading the message, provided we are all aiming at the same goal, provided we are all saying the same thing, provided we are all singing the same hallelujah at the end of the day, you can decide to wear the t-shirt of Biafra. By so doing, you are actually spreading the message. You are sensitizing people. You are creating awareness. You are sharing it. You might decide to put the flag in your car. By so doing, you are also telling people about Biafra. You might decide to have it in your house, the flag. You might wear the tag on your t-shirt. By so doing, you are sensitizing people. You are telling people about Biafra. Not necessarily on your wall. Not necessarily on your Facebook page. If you're very good at talking and you think you can defend any question that comes with it, it is fine. But if you know you can't do it, and you have the ability to do it the other way around, you can as well do that, provided we have the same mission. If we have the same mission and we do it differently, we are heading to the same place. It is perfect. It's just like a class teacher, different class teachers that teaches the same subject. They don't have the same methodology to pass this message to their students. Some might walk into the classroom and start with cracking jokes with their students before even introducing the topic. Some might walk into the classroom and ask the student to define the subject. There's this interaction, class interaction, before introducing the subject. Some might even walk into the classroom and go straight to the blackboard and start writing. Different styles. The thing is, at the end of the day, are they aiming at the same thing? Are they passing the same message? Just make sure in your own jurisdiction you are doing something, you are doing the obtainable. Just make sure that you are not off track. Then if you will correct. The problem with us is that we Igbos, there is this bitterness in our hearts. There is this envy, jealousy, greed in our hearts. That is the problem. Because I'm doing it this way, every other person should do it that way. It doesn't work like that. If we all are doing the same thing, it is going to be very boring. I'm making a video, please. It is going to be very, very boring. But if we have different style of doing it, provided we are all aiming at the same thing, it will be nice. Because we all have different capacities. And everyone is not on social media. And also want you to remember that it's not even all people that are on social media that knows how to operate it. There are 1001 people on social media. They don't know how to use it. They just have the account there. They are not really operating it. And we have our parents in the village. How are they going to follow up in the struggle? How? If we get no process of social media, we all need to be doing what we should be doing. I, for one, personally, I have been able to talk and convince a lot of people through telephone calls. Hey, Chidinma, this thing you are doing, I don't understand. Oh, this is your struggle, self. What is it all about? What is this thing you guys are really talking about? What is this your Biafra thing? I'll begin to talk. I'll begin to educate them. I'll begin to sensitize them. I'll begin to create awareness. I am also spreading the message. I might not really put it on my word that I have done this or I've done that. But I've done my part, little by little. We all know how the system is. We were all born into that dilapidated system called Nigeria. We were born into that system. Nothing was working. You struggle to go to school. You struggle to feed. You struggle for everything. Sometimes after schooling, no job. You continue the struggle. Do you understand? Do you understand? So you find out that this thing keeps on and on. Like that. We all know the story. Then I asked those people trying to tell me, Chidinma, this thing you are struggling, it doesn't really worth it though. It doesn't really worth it though. Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your time talking about Biafra? Something our forefathers did, they couldn't achieve. Who are you? This and that, that and this. Then in where jogging, I will now ask you, what have you been able to do as a young person? What change have you been able to create? Have you been able to make a change in that system that you know that is not working? Have you been able to say that this thing is not working, I want to change it? What is your input? And now God has blessed us by giving us a young man that is ready to be at the forefront. All we need to do as an individual, as people, is to support him. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has done wonderfully well. He has done marvelously well. There are so many things through him, a lot of people have been able to know where they are coming from, their history, and so many things about themselves. As far as I'm concerned, through his message, we the Igbos, we are going back to our roots. As far as I'm concerned. I used to tell my friends that want to listen that I joined Biafra. Personally, I'm not doing it family thing or whatever. I, Chidinma, personally joined Biafra on my own personal conviction. Because I saw things working in Nigeria. I saw how the system is being run. I witnessed it. I felt the pain. Do you understand what I mean? I felt the pain. Before I told myself, this thing, if I nazo, the ma kaizotia. Before I joined, I used to be on the fence. That we've seen so many things like this in Nigeria. Later, at the end of the day, story. No need. Let me not go and waste my precious time. But at a point, I kept on and on listening to the voice of our amiable leader. I kept on listening to his voice. I was convinced that you need to join this moving train. You need to join. And I am not regretting being a member. I am not. The only thing I'm begging us as Igbo is, let us do this thing wholeheartedly. Let us leave greed. Let us leave jealousy. Let us leave obiojo, obiakpo. Let us leave it. Subdue that spirit. Immediately it starts springing in your mind. Subdue it. So that we can achieve what we are looking for. We can do it differently provided we are heading the same place. If we are heading the same place, then we are good to go. Just like I illustrated, a class teacher, the same subject, different method. That is it. Make sure you are delivering in your own jurisdiction. Make sure you are doing well in your own jurisdiction. So that we can achieve that. Just imagine how unique and blessed we are. Ndị Igbo kwesịrị ụwa niile n'obodo niile na-agba mbọ na-adọka ọ bụrụ ndị Fulani ndị na-enwere isi ọgụgụ ndị na-amara ife kalị anyị na-egwu anyị ka ọsẹ ngwasị ekieni ya ọ daba you know balance now ọ balance ro ọ bụ na ịgba ndị Fulani nkịtị ọ bụzile fawa na-egwu anyị ka ọsẹ ịma na ọ balance ro nne vidio anụ ya emechakwa ya conflex ebe tu obi were kekwa. I'm so sorry about that. This is why I don't make videos. Makana enenwe I want to chop, I want to peace. So what am I saying? Sorry for that interruption. So what am I saying? If we all join our hands together with oneness, who said we can't come together and be together? Who says so? We can. It's a matter of genuinely. We need to love ourselves genuinely. First and foremost, we need to work on ourselves because we are our own problem. We are our own problem. There is this bitterness, there is this anger, there is this why is it you, why is it not me, and all of that among us, the Igbos. Until we are able to subdue that spirit, until we are able to kill that spirit, and when we find out. So what is my central message today? My central message today is, if you are not very good at talking on your platform, if you don't know how to use it perfectly, but you can wear the tag on your t-shirt, Biafra. One, you tag. If you don't know how to write on your wall, but you know you can comfortably put this thing on in your car, or in your house, or even in your offices, and then your friends ask you, you tell them. When you are spreading the message, we are all spreading the message. All we need, all Nnamdi Kanu needs from us as a people is support. We need to support him wholeheartedly, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and otherwise. We need to be there for him. And forget this spirit of backbiting and this spirit of envy and jealousy. The thing Erika. It is bad. So if we have our diverse way, let me not digress too much, so I'll end this video. Can attend there to the conflicts and I want to do this one and I want to do that. If we all have our different methodology of how we want to achieve this, everybody is doing their own. Just make sure that whatever you're doing, because some of these things you see, if you know what you're doing and you're doing it well on your own part, you're doing it well, you're taking care of this and you're doing it well, we are heading the same place. We are on the same direction, the same destination. That is what matters. I am very, very shocked that so many of our youths today, when they see me talk about Biafra, they just come, Chidima, this one you're just even talking, sir. Chidima, please forget this, your Biafra thing. They call it my Biafra thing. That is the problem. You see the way they name it? Chidima, this your Biafra thing. So it is not their business. And that is the problem we have as a people. Everybody around is here to see where they're successful. Let us watch and see. Why don't you just come and join in what you know will benefit you, will liberate you, will save you, will free you? You, your children, your unborn children, your generation to come, generations to come. What does it stop you from making the change? Do you keep on allowing things to keep on? Let me tell you, consistency. If for this thing I never know. I was listening to broadcast yesterday when our leader said there will be no siren. I laughed loud because we are used to wah on our bottle. He said no siren. No, the only siren you will hear in Igbo land is Nebuozu, Monandi police emergency. Let's see how it's go. That is when I relax. And I picture Biafra, the way it's gonna look like. It is worth the struggle. trust me. It is a land. Oh yeah, boy no le no sike. Ina be na abasimbike. I tell you. So, my brothers and sisters, let us learn to love ourselves genuinely. That is the very important message. We need to love ourselves from our hearts. Obrum fake lover. We need to love ourselves genuinely. We need to subdue the spirit of hatred, spirit of envy, spirit of jealousy, spirit of backbiting. But we need to subdue the spirit. By the time we've been able to subdue this spirit, you will find out that what your brother is doing or whatever your sister is doing and you don't like, you will approach the person with love and not hate. Because there is a difference between correcting someone with love and correcting someone with hatred. So please, it's not compulsorily that you must be an orator. You must be very fluent in English or in Igbo. You must learn how to talk it very well before you go to the social media to spread the message. You can spread the message anyhow. Make sure you are doing it well. On my WhatsApp, sometimes when I share something about Biafra, you see people calling me, Chidima this, Chidima that. Sometimes I stay on the phone talking for hours. I just ask you a few questions. The system you were born into, do you like it? No. Why don't you like it? Nothing is happening now. We struggle to do this one. Fine. What have you done? Do you want it to continue? Isimuno. Kefe yemia. Just how you come out, you can again we're gonna go. You don't want it to continue. What is your take? Equal. That's it. That is all. So what I'm trying to say this afternoon is we can have different methodologies because we are uniquely blessed differently. We have different ideologies. We have different styles. If we apply it in this struggle, as you're struggling your own side with your own style, I am also doing my own with my own style. By so doing, we are heading to the same destination. Ofwe beka eneje. Mana nna ekwa lilo yi na ekwa ozana. Nke na ekwa ote DJ so, nke na ekwa Nando ebebe. Ibira na obodo yasa. Ndi ofulanya ejili nno igwe na egosi anyị ike. Ba na egwa anyị ka ose. Aya ya amacha mma ni na ima. Amumife ni na ima. Exposure ni na enwe. Isi ogugu ni na enwe. Enu ni na ito. Aya gbandi Fulani na-esi ntonto nkete. Ba wala emelo igwu na ose. We will not allow it.